Hey guys, it's Car Guy 11. I have the brand new Jeep Grand Cherokee L behind me, and we haven't seen a new Grand Cherokee in over a decade. So thanks to Deal of Robinson, they hooked me up to review this vehicle for you guys. So we'll do a quick walk around and a short drive for you to see how the new model is. So the Grand Cherokee L is the 3-row version of the Grand Cherokee, never previously offered with 3 rows. They will be coming out with the 2-row version later this year. But this model today is the top of the line Summit Reserve. So fully loaded. In fact, it has every option except for one. It's the V8 is an option that's not on this vehicle. So let's start out looking at this vehicle finished in diamond black. It retains a lot of the same boxier shapes of the Grand Cherokee. A lot of platinum accents on this top of the line trim. It comes with the 21-inch wheels. Again, this is a fully loaded Summit Reserve with all the option packages. These are the Continental Cross Contact all-season tires, but you can get all-terrain tires on the Overland trim with off-road package. Now the Grand Cherokee L Summit Reserve comes standard with the air suspension, and I have it set to the max height. So you're going to get 10 inches of ground clearance at its max height, which is amazing for this type of vehicle. Nice touch with the American flag by the Grand Cherokee on the door. You can see the much longer length added to fit that 3rd row. And then coming around front, you'll see that upright 7-slot grille. Nice LED accent lighting, LED headlights of course. Now the powertrains remain the same. This is the 3.6 liter Pentastar V6, 290 horsepower, 260 pound-feet of torque, and it can tow 6,200 pounds. But if you want increased grunt for more towing, Hemi 5.7 liter V8 is available, 359 horsepower, 390 pound-feet of torque. Could tow 7,200 pounds with that engine, plus get a nice exhaust growl. And you can see there's decent storage behind the 3rd rows, and if one side is folded down here, we'll get in and show you the leg room, but it looks to be pretty nice. And you have all of the power folding mechanisms here. You even can fold down the 2nd row from the back, which is really cool. You can close the tailgate from here, and you can set the height. Underneath, there's a little bit more storage. Let's climb into the back seat. Plenty of room in the 2nd row, and the seat moves forward and back and also reclines. So very luxurious back here. Plus you have climate controls for the back seats and heated and cooled seats. Again, this is the fully loaded Summit Reserve trim. And then you have your center console in the back here with some storage. Also have tons of charging ports, USB A and C, and a wall outlet. And even in the back here, you got your open pore wood trim, and you got your auto power up and down windows with your door locks. And then you have, of course, your awesome Macintosh stereo, 950 watts out of that system. Another nice feature, you have the air vents on the door pillars in addition to the center of the vehicle for very good airflow. And then the 3rd row has their own air vents along the window. So to get into the 3rd row, you release this latch and pull up, and the whole seat lifts up and moves forward. So I'll climb back here and pull this back, and there's actually plenty of leg room. I mean, I have adjusted the front seat, the middle seat, and now the rear to my height, which is 5'11", and no issues. And I still even have some headroom in the back. So yeah, very good space out of here. Again, they never offered a 3rd row Grand Cherokee before, so this is going to help with families that need the extra space. Now the interior is a massive step up from the old Grand Cherokee. It's so much more refined in here. Real wood, open pore, genuine leather, very high quality leather. Heated and cooled seats, of course. You got your quilted leather on the sides. You even have massage seats now with different programs and intensities, and it's all available to configure on this 10-inch Uconnect 5 screen now. It's very responsive. Looks a lot more modern than the 8.4-inch Uconnect system. You have all kinds of cameras, including a family cam, which you can monitor all the seats in the vehicle. Now you have 3 rows. You can see what's going on in each of those rows. Pretty neat. You have a surround cam system, of course. There's a ton of technology in this vehicle, and you can customize it the way you want. And of course, your front ahead trail camera moves when you turn the steering wheel. And this trim also has the black suede headliner, which is very luxurious. All right, guys, let's take the new Grand Cherokee L on a short drive, and we'll talk about more of its features. First of all, you have a rotary dial shifter, nice clear high def backup camera, surround view. Now this is a large vehicle. It's definitely, it's 15 inches longer than the 2-row. You will feel that. Let's pull out here. Yep, typical Pentastar V6 sound. It is pretty well muted. You have your really nice all digital gauge cluster. You can configure it to show tons of information, digital speedometer. It even has night vision, which is pretty cool. I've never had a vehicle that had that, but it even shows up during the day. It does have your start-stop system, which turned off there, but it was very smooth. And then you can configure your driver assist systems. In fact, we can even turn that on. And of course, you have all of the latest safety features, forward collision, braking, front and rear, blind spot, the adaptive cruise control that stops for you, and lane keep assist. And coming next year, you'll have a hands-free driving option as well. We'll see how that does in traffic here. Yep, it's coming to a stop. On your steering wheel, you can adjust all of your cruise control settings, your follow distance. There is buttons to override the auto stop. You can turn off your lane assist, your parking sensors. It does have wireless charging, tons of aux inputs, USB-C and A. Then you have your driver modes, your Prindle, rotary dial, and then your suspension lift up and down. You got cup holders in the center armrest here, and then in the door as well, bottle holders. All the materials are very quality, very soft leather, premium leather on this top of the line Summit trim. You have memory seats, the massage, as I said. You even have a heads-up display now in this generation, showing your speed limit, your speed, some of the driver assist systems, and your navigation as well. The piano black in the center here, I don't love because it scratches and fingerprints, but you can leave the lids open and then you won't see a majority of it. Of course, you have a huge panoramic sunroof with shade, digital camera rearview mirror. All right, let's take off here. Yeah, the V6 isn't super strong. This is a heavy vehicle. This is gonna be around 5,000 pounds, depending on equipment. 4-wheel drive is not standard. The Summit Reserve trim is standard with 4-wheel drive. Okay, let's see how this lane assist is working. I have it turned on now, and it is keeping me centered in the lane, and this is a big vehicle, so a wide vehicle. It's doing a nice job. The ride is super smooth and it's quiet, very quiet in here. You might be hearing the air conditioning. So let's put it in a sport mode. It will actually lower the suspension in sport mode or when you get the highway speeds. Now with the air suspension, it also is adaptive as far as firming things up in sport mode. Alright. It does hold on to the gears in sport mode. It is rather floaty, the suspension though, even in sport mode. But this is a big vehicle and, you know, it's meant for off-roading. You could definitely take this off-roading, although we're not going to check that out today. Take it around this little bend here. Yeah, there's a lot of lean. I'm not sure if the steel suspension, the non-air suspension, would firm things up a little bit or not, but the air suspension comes on the Overland trim and above. Brakes feel pretty powerful. I set a nav point and now you can see the route on the dash, on the heads-up display, and on the center, of course. And then you can do split screen with your audio and nav, which is nice. Alright. I mean, it's adequate acceleration from the V6, but again, I think you'll be happier with the V8, but you're going to have a fuel economy penalty and a cost penalty, unfortunately. But it's probably going to be the last time you're going to be able to get a V8 in a vehicle like this. More advanced powertrains are to come. I'm sure they're going to have the 4xe version, hybrid version, plug-in hybrids. I don't know about the diesel this time though. I did do a diesel Grand Cherokee review and I have that on my channel. I do like that this is a rear-wheel drive base four-wheel drive system. So you're getting out those rear-wheel drive dynamics. None of that front-wheel drive understeer. Now you do have low range in the upper trim levels of the Grand Cherokee L. And you have electronic locking differential in those upper trims again. But the base models have a single speed four-wheel drive system, no low range. You have plenty of storage space. You got your charge port. You got your wireless charging area here. Nice big glove box. Center console has some nice storage. And then of course all of your storage in back, especially if you don't need that third row up. Plenty of storage there. The spare tires under the vehicle in this generation. Now this vehicle, the Summit Reserve fully loaded, like I said, is $66,000, but these do start at just about $40,000. So you don't have to obviously option it up that high. But it's more, these top trims are more competing with the luxury brands, BMW, X5, X7, and the Mercedes equivalent. Merging onto the highway there. You do have to give it some throttle, but there's just not a ton of torque out of the V6. Again, the V8 has a ton more torque, 390 pound-feet versus 260 from the V6. So, but yeah, this is a very nice vehicle, very nice upgrade. The old Grand Cherokee has been on the market, you know, refreshed, but the bones of it have been around since 2011. So this is a very much overdue update and the first all-new Grand Cherokee in a decade. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick review of the new Grand Cherokee L. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't, and it really helps support the channel so I can do more of these videos. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.